Hello, my name is Larry Silva, and this is a presentation on servant leadership. I will cover what it is, how it is identified, what it looks like in action, and what needs to be done to become a servant leader. So let's delve into it. What is servant leadership? According to Merriam-Webster, a servant is defined as a person who performs duties for others, a person who serves, and a leader is someone that leads. In short, servant leaders meet the needs of others before themselves. They understand that for them to be successful, they must first make sure that those they supervise are successful. Servant leaders put the needs of team members first and have a team second mentality. The needs of the leader are accomplished by making sure the needs of the group are met. A servant leader nurtures, teaches, creates trust, is a clear communicator, and shows empathy. These principles encourage individual growth and empower those under them to transform their lives and aspire for excellence. To nurture is to care for and encourage the growth and development of someone or something. To have a passion for helping someone learn how to learn is to teach. A trustworthy person is one of character in whom confidence is placed. Clear communication exists when the message received is the same as the message sent. Empathy is feeling what the other person feels. There are three primary coaching or leadership styles in athletics: the command, submissive, and cooperative styles. Rainer Martins shares a great analogy of the three types in his book, Successful Coaching. He compares the three styles to handling a wet bar of soap. If you hold it too tightly, it squirts out of your hand, the command style. And if you don't grasp it firmly enough, it slips away, the submissive style. Firm but gentle pressure, the command style, is needed. The cooperative style is synonymous with the servant leader method. The cooperative coach or servant leader gives direction, provides instruction, and disciplines athletes when needed, but also knows when to let the athlete make decisions and assume responsibility. Describing the Gilman High football program, Joe Ehrman said it was about living in community. It was about fostering relationships. It was about learning the importance of serving others. The servant leader coach routinely instructs athletes how to evaluate, adapt, and overcome external pressures while maintaining poise and focus. What does servant leadership look like in action? Cesar Chavez was a human rights leader, community organizer, and American labor leader. Chavez fought for thousands of farm workers' rights to bring awareness to unfair wages and the inhumane working conditions farm workers endured. His servant leadership took the form of helping the oppressed to lift themselves up out of injustice. Mother Teresa of Calcutta was a nun who founded a religious congregation that now has more than 5,000 nuns and is active in over 133 countries worldwide. The religious order's charism is to give wholehearted free service to the poorest of the poor. The homes the congregation manage aid people who are dying of HIV/AIDS, leprosy, and tuberculosis. The community also runs soup kitchens, dispensaries, mobile clinics, and orphanages. Some examples of servant leaders in athletics are Tony Dungy. Tony Dungy is a former NFL player, coach, and current sports analyst. As a head coach in the NFL for 13 years, Tony was other-centered. He is an example of a servant leader coach who never compromised his other-centered ideals and reached his profession's pinnacle by winning the Super Bowl championship. He is proof that one can win at the highest level without compromising one's principles. Tony believed that the secret to success is good leadership, and good leadership is all about making the lives of your team members or workers better. The Wizard of Westwood won 10 national championships in 12 years, including 7 in a row at UCLA. John Wooden was more than a coach. He was the epitome of a servant leader. Coach Wooden's coaching philosophy was simple. So simple, in fact, that it was no different than his personalized philosophy, which was success is peace of mind, which is a direct result of the self-satisfaction in knowing you did your best to become the best you are capable of becoming. Roberto Clemente was the first Latino inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. He was Puerto Rican and played for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Roberto is most renowned for his international humanitarian work. He died in a plane crash in 1972 on his way to deliver food and supplies to earthquake survivors in Nicaragua. He believed that if you have a chance to accomplish something that will make something better for people coming behind you, and you do not do that, you are wasting your time on this earth. In the Old Testament, we see that Isaiah, himself a servant leader, foreshadows the coming of the Messiah and explains how he, speaking of Jesus, will rule. Isaiah says, "He tends his flock like the shepherd. He gathers the lamb in his arms and carries them close to his heart. He gently leads those that have young." In the New Testament, the most prolific servant leader figure is Jesus Christ. According to St. Matthew, Jesus tells us the following about servant leadership when he says, "You know that the rulers in this world lord it over their people, and the officials flaunt their authority over those under them. But amongst you it will be different. Whoever wants to be a leader among you must be your servant, and whoever wants to be first among you must first be your slave. For even the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve others and to give his life as ransom for many." A great example of servant leadership in the movies, which also deals with sports and teamwork, is Remember the Titans. The scene depicted in this clip shows a player teaching his captain an eye-opening lesson on what leadership is.
All right, man, listen. I'm Gary, you're Julius. Let's get some particulars and just get this over with, all right?
Particulars?
Yeah.
No matter what I tell you, you ain't gonna never know nothing about me.
Hey, listen, I ain't running any more of these 3-a-days, okay?
Well, what I got to say you really don't want to hear, because honesty ain't too high up on your people's priority list, right?
Honesty? You want honesty? All right, honestly, I think you're nothing. Nothing but a pure waste of God-given talent. You don't listen to nobody, man. Not even Doc or Boone. Shiver push on the line every time, man. You blow right past them. Push them, pull them, do something. You can't run over everybody in this league. And every time you do, you leave one of your teammates hanging out to dry. Me in particular.
Why should I give a hoot about you? Huh? Or anybody else out there? You want to talk about a waste? You the captain, right?
Right.
Captain's supposed to be the leader, right?
Right.
You got a job?
I have a job.
You been doing your job?
I've been doing my job.
Then why don't you tell your white buddies to block for Red better? Because they have not blocked for him worth a plug nickel, and you know it. Nobody plays, yourself included. I'm supposed to wear myself out for the team? What team? No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look out for myself, and I'm going to get mine.
See, man, that's the worst attitude I ever heard.
Attitude reflect leadership, Captain.
Bringing it full circle, we now know that servant leaders relentlessly teach character qualities that create trusting relationships with their athletes or employees. Trust leads to an open relationship that fosters improved communication and inspires the athlete or employee to aspire for greater goals. The servant leader coach accomplishes their goals by ensuring that everyone under their supervision is equipped mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally to compete fearlessly. Thank you for your attention.